Good morning, everybody. It's quickly coming up to a time of everybody enjoying Christmas, having a fantastic time, getting drunk, children opening their presents. And I hope you all have a fantastic time. But my reality is Christmas has never been the same. I'm 4 years into grieving for the loss of my own son, Brian, who sadly unalived himself on the 28th of December 2020, which set me on a path of finding out the truth as to why the 999 call was ignored and documenting my journey, which ended in his book being written, and I've called it They Could Have Saved Me. They were saying could have, should have, would have, but they didn't. They chose not to. Just because they didn't know his name or his date of birth. And because of that reason, my son's no longer here. And that is absolutely ludicrous. That should never, ever have happened. And to this day, I still don't feel I've ever had an apology of Manchester Police. And it's shocking how they actually just dismissed 3 calls that night for help. When they did eventually turn up, which was about 15 hours later, they came to his property to a scene of a young man who was no longer here. He'd unalived himself. And that's the reason why I'm on here, to try and help others, to reach out to you. If you're ever in such a dark, dark place, please reach out. There is organisations out there that can help you. Your family love you and would much rather have you here. The devastation that you leave behind is unbearable, and they have to live with your choice for the rest of their life. Somebody said to me once, "Oh, you'll get over it. Grieving is a process." Yeah, it's a process. You learn to live with it, but you never get over it. Not ever. So I would ask you to please consider that. Consider your parents, your children, your siblings, your aunties, your uncles, your nieces and nephews, because there is help out there. I know you don't feel like anybody's listening to you. My inbox is always open. If I can help anybody, I will. I will try and get you the help you need. So please don't sit there and feel that there's nothing nobody can do for you. I have to get up and push myself every day just to continue because of my grandchildren. I have to make an effort and put the tree decorations up. And all I've got now is a few baubles in memory of them, which you can see here behind me. But he's no longer here. Whereas normally there's a gift under the tree for him, I have to visit a graveyard. And that isn't something that any parent wants to do. All I want is for people to try and help each other. It's hard making these videos. It's hard not to burst into tears, just the thought of him really does struggle in my head. But I won't give in. I'm here for a reason, to help other people. and I will continue to do so for as long as I live. Brian was very much loved. Yes, he had a lot of mental health issues, and those were brought on due to the fact that he'd had a lot of trauma in his life, being at the Hillsborough disaster, losing his own child when he was only 19 years old, too young to be a dad, but certainly too young to have to deal with the death of his own child, and finding his baby there from a cot death, which set him on a path of struggling with his mental health for many, many years. He struggled to stay. I was lucky to keep him here for 28 years. My first grandson would have been 29 this year. And that's another story, having to visit the graveyard every year, every week, to put flowers on Curtis's grave. Yeah, I miss hearing his voice. I miss him calling me and saying, "Mum, are you all right?" I just have memories now. I would ask people to share my video, to reach out to other people out there, because mental health has no borders. It has no culture. It's across the globe. Please share my video. Let's reach out to them. There is help out there. My book is out on Amazon now. It's a sad story, but it's one that needed to be told. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. And just remember, your family care. Your family love you. Bye.